All right. So we're back and we were just touching on construction, right?
Yeah,
That's a whole nother animal.
it really is.
Yeah. In the state of California, construction is sucks.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
You can't avoid it.
And it's at least 45-minute wait.
Yeah.
Think of your worst Disneyland experience. In California, we'll max that times 10.
Oh, yeah. Those wait lines. Yeah.
Mhm.
Only on the freeway or
Yeah.
even your street to get to your house.
Right. And by the way, we're live on TikTok right now and have 0 people in our room.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Nobody gives a shit about how bad California is. Or the construction on the freeway.
I care.
Yeah. Well, I care too, but
It irritates me.
yeah, there's nothing worse than like all of a sudden, like last second, you are in a lane that is ending.
Yeah. Or you're in the one that's not ending, and every asshole and their mother wants to get in front of you.
Yes. And you don't have you're stuck.
Like, okay, but come on. The sign that said lane ending was like 300, yards ago. You need to get the fuck over.
Yes,
Don't
we
be
do.
that asshole that waits until there's the cones in your lane to try to get over. Because I'm going to make you run them over.
Well, there's the other asshole too, though, that doesn't do that. And they go like in the lane that's like semi-closed and then pretend like, oh, I didn't see. And then they cut in.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm going
Okay.
to be the other person that got the fuck over, and you're going to start running over cones because I'm not letting you over.
Listen, it is a fucked up scenario in California when it comes to traffic. And then there's like mysterious lanes that go all of a sudden you're in some private lane. Like you're coming up to 15 lately. And if you don't get out of the secret lane that they have right now, you're screwed. You're stuck in the lane and you might miss the exit at Temecula Parkway.
Right. Like, and it's like and honestly a secret lane. Like,
Yeah.
it's in the middle. There's no way to get out of it once you're in it. Like, you're in for the long haul until it's done with. Like, there's a huge like dirt divider and then like even center divider.
It's a tricky little son of a bitch, let me tell you.
Yeah, and there's no warning for it. Like,
No.
I had to swerve to get out to miss it.
Yes.
It's bullshit.
Dude, I'm telling you, like I can't explain it. It's just terrible. Like construction is something in California and it's always on the roads and it's always in the worst place.
It really is, though.
Yeah, that's why California's just going to hell.
Yeah, and if you're like commuting to work and you're in construction, I feel even worse for you.
Yeah. Anyways. Okay, so I'm going to move down the list, okay? I want to get to something that every Californian hates, and that is earthquakes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
They're terrible.
They're absolutely disgusting.
Yeah. And they come out of nowhere, no warning, no nothing, and shake your fucking house.
Everybody that lives in California, though, this is the fucking funny part about earthquakes. Everybody that lives in California, whenever there is one, they act like they've never fucking felt one.
That's very true.
Everybody's like, earthquake 3.7.
No, but I love it. Like, as soon as an earthquake happens, you go on Facebook and everybody's like, earthquake? Earthquake? Was that an earthquake? When you know damn well it was an earthquake.
Yes. And you've literally been dealing with earthquakes your whole entire life, but you still act like you've never seen one.
Yeah. You have the drill though in school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're taught how to, duck under something when there's an earthquake. But let me tell you, whenever there's an earthquake, I stand fucking still. I freeze. I don't run to the door jam, nothing.
No.
I would be doomed if the building was coming down.
Well, we just sit here and go, duh, and everyone's like, duh. Nobody really knows what to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where we all just sit there and we're like, okay,
Wait for it to be over.
yeah.
But everybody talks about like the big one that's supposed to happen, and everybody's got to prepare for the big one and everything, and it's like, no, I'm just gonna stand still.
No, but every time there is an earthquake, the big one is coming, right?
Yeah. Right? I don't
Yes.
know. I'm not, super knowledgeable about my earthquakes. They kind of happen and I stand there and then they finish and then, a minute later there's another one.
Yes. And usually that's the problem too with earthquakes in California is like you said, anytime there's one, we know there's 3 or 4 more coming.
Yeah.
That's the only earthquake is the only thing in the world where like it's not the only one that's going to be there. It's a precursor to either more or it is the big one.
Right. Like it usually, yeah, there is like what, at least 2.
Yeah.
But sometimes more.
I mean, out of all the natural disasters, the earthquake is the worst one in my opinion.
Well, I've never been in another one other than earthquakes. But yeah, there's something about not being able to know when it's coming, so you can't really prepare for it. Like I know with hurricanes, they can tell in advance. You watch it on the TV, see where it's going and heading, if it's going to hit you, so you have time to evacuate and everything. And earthquakes, you don't really get that.
No, we don't. We don't
random.
there's no warning. There's nothing. It's just, it hits. And that's another reason why California sucks dick. We don't like earthquakes.
Yeah, we don't.
I don't know. It's just one of those subjects that I want to touch on about how much I hate California sometimes. It's just that, that's the particular reason. And the comments people make are so dumb. I remember the last earthquake we had. And do you remember that video I posted of the fucking people in the news studio when it hit? And she was like, oh, and she jumped under the desk. And it was like,
I do remember that.
She's a native. She lives here. It's like, dude, what's wrong with you? That was a little one too. It was only like a 5.
Yeah. They like jumped under the table super quick.
Dude, there's video of people like in Tokyo when that fucking like 11 hit. And they're standing there like, what is that?
That would be me.
Yeah. That would be me and you both. Yeah.
I freeze. And when everybody else is like, get down, get in the door jam. And I'm like, why?
Hey, dumbass. The earth is falling apart.
Right? The world shaking,
You're all that training you did in school never worked. Wouldn't you know?
Right. Well, if I couldn't take in the math and the science, I sure as shit wasn't going to take in the get under the desk.
Oh man, you gotta love it. Anyways, I gotta say, earthquakes, they just suck. And you know what? Moving past earthquakes, and I'm gonna touch on this real fast because I want to finish the topic of California on something super funny. Mm-hmm. But the live music in California, it's just not the same, man. And even the artists bitch and complain about coming here because they fucking hate coming to California.
Well, every Californian's an asshole. We already talked about that.
Yeah. Well, because they're entitled. You know what I mean? Like if you're not VIP or first row or know someone from the band, then why would I want to go,
Yeah, they want to be like backstage or first row. Like they don't want to go in the back just to be there. And I imagine that's what it's like in other states. Like they just kind of appreciate that they're there.
Well, no, they're there to see an act.
Mm-hmm.
They're there to see like one of the most incredible shows. And these musicians that tour that are good, like Foo Fighters and Slipknot and Fleetwood Mac and Rob Zombie and Ozzy and all these guys that tour, and I'm missing so many because there's hip hop artists too, Cardi B, whatever. I mean, Justin Bieber. I mean, even Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift put on a pretty damn good show, but the people are there to see a show, and Californians aren't there to see a show. They're there to fucking socialize and talk about their entitled lives.
Yeah.
Like, California is like, oh yeah, you're going to pay for the VIP pass so you can sit in a lounge and listen to the music on a TV. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, right. And like, or the meet and greets and
Yeah.
things like that.
The whole
that they
point of
do.
going to a live concert is to hear that speaker in your heart. Like when the
Right.
when the bass drops and shit, and your heart feels like it hits another rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
These people don't give a shit. Californians are assholes. And the reason why, I mean, all these Californians, they fucked it up for people like me who really I need live music. I love live music.
Yeah.
I love watching an amazing show. And it's like, for me, it's something that I just don't forget.
Yeah.
Whether it's country or, rock and roll, whatever it is, I love live music.
I think it's definitely a fun experience for
It
sure.
is. Well, and the thing is here's how it goes. In other states, they're there, like I said, to see a show. And they wait all year. They read the tour list, they do all that stuff to make sure, like, okay, the band's coming here at a certain time.
Yeah.
Californians, they're like, hey, did you know Slipknot's here tonight? I'm like, no. Well, hey man, I got 2 passes. You want to go?
Yeah.
That's the way it goes in California.
Uh-huh. When somebody in a different states like had those tickets
Right.
for fucking forever.
And if any Californian is planning on going to a festival or in a live music event, they go out of state for it.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, I got tickets to Route 190, the 91 Route 1 festival. I'm gonna fly out to Vegas and watch the show.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes an event.
Because it's a better show out there.
It is, and it's crazy. The only festival we have is that it's a country festival that's in Indio, and I forget the name of it. You know which one I'm talking about?
Stagecoach.
Stagecoach. No, no. There's another one that's bigger than Stagecoach.
Coachella.
And Coachella is like the breeding grounds for good shows. But I've seen some good shows, but nothing compares to like how an artist reacts when the fans are going nuts. And I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
Like when we went and saw Rob Zombie and Korn in Phoenix,
Mm-hmm.
those fans were going nuts.
They really were, though.
And it was 115 degrees outside, and they were still going nuts. And the artists were loving it.
Like their paint on their face was fucking dripping off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were going hard.
It was wild. Like, and it was so different from seeing like a show at like Coors Amphitheater or the House of Blues or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we went to the House of Blues and it was pretty good. But yeah, I mean, it's not a large space. So you're like all cramped together. It can only fit so many people, really, like down on the floor. And everybody's like shoulder to shoulder. And
well, they just, the other thing too is California just doesn't have a ton of good venues. I mean, as an artist, do you really want to come to California during dead summer and perform in 100-degree heat?
Right.
I mean, no one wants to go to San Bernardino in the middle of fucking nowhere and wait for a bunch of jagoffs to come and watch you play, and they don't even give a shit.
Right.
All they care about is their fucking social status, and everybody in California's got their phone out videotaping the whole fucking time anyways.
Yeah, exactly. And when we went to that one show, that was Rob Zombie. He was like, put your fucking phones down for a second.
He got butthurt. I think he was mad at me too.
And
because I was one of those people. I was so shell-shocked.
Yeah, but like you said, everybody's got their phone out. They gotta record the whole damn thing. They can't live in the moment.
No, that's just, I'm telling you, man, California's changed. It's just not the same anymore. And it's not that great state that you want to live in, because honestly, I love California. I was born and raised here, and this is like, it's so beautiful here. Like when you get outside of all the minutia and away from the cell towers, there's some places that you can get lost in that are more beautiful than anything you've ever seen.
Well, you can drive from the mountains to the beach, in the day, and spend time in both of those places. So I mean, it's nice.
Like, have you been to Cuyamaca Falls?
No.
Okay, so it's either Cuyamaca or something, where the redwoods are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude, it is like insane to see these trees that are the size of houses. I mean, the width of the tree is the size of this house.
Well, I remember when we were driving up to San Francisco, and you took me through the trees. You remember that? Yeah.
I took you through Pacifica, and there was a lot of redwood up there.
Yeah, I think that's the only time I've ever seen redwoods, but they were beautiful.
It was, oh my God, the landscape is just amazing.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean,
you got a point. California is a beautiful state.
like Napa and all those places. I mean, you don't even really think of it because you think most of the time when you come to California, you think of big city and deserts.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, there's a whole nother atmosphere where it's green and blue and colors, and it's just amazing. Like, not like a bag of mushrooms in Northern California would be amazing to fucking trip balls and go to Northern California. I've done
Yeah.
that before, but whatever. I don't want to get arrested. Although I think mushrooms are legal now in California, right?
No.
I thought they were.
Fucking
Oh no, wait,
no.
that's Colorado. Colorado
they're-
legalized mushrooms so you can trip balls.
Really?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I'm dead serious.
If you live in Colorado, comment and let us know if that's true.
Yeah, anybody that
curious.
listens to the show, please let us know if it's true, or email the show at highly irritable. What is it? It's
.org.
highly irritable at gmail.com. Highly irritable
Oh.
1 at gmail.com. Email us and let us know if we're right or wrong.
But email the right one.
Yeah, email highly irritable 1 at gmail.com
Yeah.
and let us know. Anyways, but speaking of laws, let's get into the best part of California.
No. The laws.
Yeah.
You mean the worst part?
Okay, so the worst part. Dark humor.
Dark humor. There you go.
Mhm.
What do you have?
I love being an asshole. Anyways, okay, so dark humor. California is the only state in the fucking universe that makes laws based on fucking Karen's emotions. And it's true. If someone doesn't like you because you smoke, there will be a law for it.
Yeah, you'll get kicked the fuck out of Disneyland.
Del Mar is the perfect example. Those assholes actually passed a law where you are not allowed to smoke in the city ordinance. You can get a ticket.
What?
Yes, because the fucking high-end piece of shit entitled people didn't want people smoking in the city.
You can't light a cigarette.
No, you can at your own free will because it's obviously the federal government doesn't have a law against it. But if a city cop sees you and feels like being a dick, he can write you a ticket for smoking.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Google that shit. And if I'm wrong, email me at IDon'tKnowMyEmail.com.
That was a good one.
Email the
Oh.
host at I don't know my email. I'm glad I'm good at my show.
I'm very unprepared.
Yeah. I'm the most prepared host you've ever met. Welcome to the I'm Not Alex Trebek.
Right. Oh, I love him. But it's all on the website. So go to the website.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, here are my notes. I'm going to stick to them. Anyways.
Stay on topic.
Okay, so let's go over some stupid laws. I'm going to read these to you, okay? Giving or receiving oral sex is prohibited.
In general or in public?
It doesn't say anything. It just says giving or receiving oral sex is prohibited. This is for the camera.
Give him a second. There's their proof.
Just so you can see it. Can you see it, Marissa?
Yes, I need my glasses.
My love?
Yes.
Okay.
You should have clicked read more. I'm very curious about that one.
Every time I clicked read more, it took me into some like you won thing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I didn't
You
want
won
to get
a
into it.
$200 Walmart gift card.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
Yeah. I'm like, what? It's not for free? I'm from California.
Everything's free here.
Yeah. What the fuck? What do you mean I don't have VIP? Anyways. Okay. So next one. Here we go. Let's get one. Okay. One may not allow his or her dog to chase a squirrel in the summer.
But in the winter, go right ahead. What the hell is that?
Dude.
Dude, see? Tying it back in. Dude.
Do we? Well, come
you
on.
Californian asshole.
You motherfucker. You son of a bitch. Dude, really? Okay. First of all, who was so mad that they saw a dog chasing a squirrel during the summertime?
I don't know. Karen.
Karen,
and her girlfriends.
Karen, you bitch. You ruined it for every dog out there that wants to be a hunter.
Yeah, she said, save the squirrels.
Dude, it's like dogs can't even think, but then they see a squirrel and it's like, squirrel.
Right. And they
you
took
ruined
that
it.
away.
You took it away.
You took away the fucking phrase, man.
For an entire season, man. You son of a bitch.
Oh, shit.
1, 2, cutie pie. And then here's another one. Here's another way of California getting money from people. All persons wishing to keep a rhinoceros as a pet must obtain a $100 license first.
That's it?
That's it.
So I could get a fucking rhino.
Yeah.
But you gotta be like zoned for that shit.
Here we go. Permit definition. Except as provided in this chapter, no person shall possess, keep, maintain, or have in his possession or under his control within the city an elephant, bear, hippopotamus, rhinoceros, lion, tiger, leopard, panther, ocelot, I don't know what that is, lynx, cougar, wolf, alligator, or fox, raccoon, coyote, monkey, ape, chimpanzee, birds of prey, or poisonous reptile, or other dangerous animals.
And ferrets, right? You can't even legally own a ferret in
No.
California.
No.
Yeah, put that shit on the list.
Yeah, well, that's just because some dickhead, some fucking animal rights activist doesn't want somebody owning a weird animal.
Not weird. And you know what's really funny is Petco or PetSmart sells ferret leases.
No,
and
they
harnesses.
don't.
They do.
Are you serious?
And I asked them, I said, you sell ferret things. You can't even buy one. They're like, yeah. Some people do.
Can we just get I'm going to just buy a ferret leash just to have it.
Right?
And I'm going to keep it
Don't
like
get
in my
caught.
car and say, yeah, dude, there's a wild ferret in here. It's going to bite the fuck out of your face. So be careful.
Ferrets are actually really cute. I would totally have one. They're like
Yeah.
a huge ass guinea pig. I don't know.
Okay, well, here's another one. This clearly was somebody like a nerdy fucking politician that got fucked out of going to a house party. No person may charge admission to a house party. Again, this is a Californian's feeling. And again, well, not again, but just, dude, take this into context. Fucking we pay so much money in taxes, and these people are sitting in a room, and there's probably $500,000 worth of people sitting in there, probably $1 million worth of people sitting in there voting on these laws.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually read this to them.
Right. You can't charge people to come in your own home. What the hell do you think this is? You think you own the place?
Do you see my fucking face? What the fuck? This is what's wrong with California.
Yeah, but that's like the thing in high school and college. You pay, like, you have to pay to go to the party, you know? They want reimbursement for
Dude,
being
you
there.
have to address the situation. Oh my God. Like,
Who would have known though? All this time I could have been like, hey, that's fucking illegal. I'm getting it for free.
dude, you're so right. You can't
I
charge
want
me for
my
this
money
cake. It's
back.
fucking illegal.
I want my money back.
You guys fucked over that poor kid that got pissed off and is now a congressman, and he voted this in, asshole. So I'm not paying.
I know that's totally where it came from.
Fuck you and your wristband and your stupid little red pen.
I bet you it's one of the kids that didn't get invited to the parties.
It absolutely is.
And they're like, yeah, I'm going to ruin it. for
Some
you
little
guys."
dork got pissed off, and some entitled little asshole
Said,
became a
no more house
fucking
parties."
politician and went in there making $400,000 a year, getting all of his bills paid. Boom. There's another law.
What
This
else
is a-
do you have?
This is a great one. Cats and dogs are not allowed to have sex without a permit. Dude, they're wild animals.
Right. Who's gonna like stand around and tell them, yeah, you can't do that?
Dude, who's going to walk up to a Rottweiler and be like, excuse me,
Sir.
Cujo, do you have a fucking permit? I mean, I don't mean to interrupt you wildly banging the shit out of that Chihuahua's ass, but do you happen to have a permit, sir?
You know, you know what that reminds me of? You remember when we were in New Mexico
Yeah.
and we were leaving the Airbnb
Yeah.
and we saw the dogs banging on the side
Oh,
of the
yeah,
road?
that's right. The
That
Chihuahua.
was legal.
Yeah. Well, that was New Mexico. You can do that there.
You don't see
Nobody's
that shit
going to
in
ask them about their
California.
permit. Excuse me, my little friend. Do you have a permit?
Yeah.
Please put your little red rocket away because you cannot do this in public without a permit. I'm sorry. But that guy over there that just paid that big old fat girl $5 to get a blowjob, it's okay with him.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh,
You want to do one more?
yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I got some good ones here. This is there's another list of like just stupid laws in general.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do that one real quick?
Yeah.
I'll do
There-
one. I'm going to do that one because that's the last one I got. But this one is hilarious. Okay, so this is a popular stupid law. A man can legally beat his wife, but not more than once a month. Dude, what the fuck?
Oh,
What
only once
is
a month.
that?
You're limited to one time a month.
Oh my God. Talk about dark humor.
Right? You got to mark that shit on your calendar.
Dude, what twisted room got together and fucking put that one on the board?
Right? In what world were they like, it's
Well-
not okay to beat her more than once a month?
Dude, women have been oppressed for so long. That law is proof about what a bunch of piece of shits humans are and how they treat each other because
Right.
that's how bad women were treated.
Right.
Like they weren't even a fucking human, man.
Yeah.
Dude, dogs got treated better than fucking women. Like back in the day, like,
Well,
royal families and stuff, they had those, they had like the royal dogs and stuff. Like the
oh,
women,
Yeah.
the women couldn't do anything.
Yeah. That's bullshit. But that's a very interesting law.
That is such an interesting law, but it's sad and disgusting at the same time. It's so
It
dark
is.
that actually existed.
Uh-huh.
Fuck, man. I'm a major fan of women being treated absolutely equally, getting equal pay. Like I think the tennis players that are playing in the finals should get more money. I think the women's soccer team should get more money. I'm all pro woman.
Yeah.
Like go get it, girl. You get it. Shake your shit and do it, girl. You deserve to be at the top.
Can I ask something though?
Hmm.
Can I beat you more than once a month? Or is that like not?
Well,
Did it
yeah.
say anything
actually.
about women beating?
I'm kind of into that. Wow. Let's spice up our life a little
He's
bit.
into that shit. No,
That's
but
right.
really though, was there anything about how many times a wife could beat her husband?
No. So you can do it as much as you want.
That's interesting.
I'm into some kinky shit, so you could get me if you want to, girl.
I'm gonna punch you in your sleep tonight.
Let's do it. Every time you punch me in my sleep, I get a big boner.
Oh, okay. Move on.
Statues. Boom. That's right.
Oh,
Look at those pants. Anyways.
too far.
No, it's never too far on this show. Again,
Dark
hey, you know what?
humor.
Listen, I'm okay. I know I should be more grateful.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm such an ungrateful piece of shit.
Yeah, you should be more grateful when
Yeah.
I fucking beat you in your sleep.
You ungrateful motherfucker.
Is that what you hear?
That's what I hear in my head. I don't know what's wrong with me. I hear like a sassy little gay dude or fucking woman telling me in a sassy voice.
You just hear the sassiness.
Yeah. I don't know. I see someone going like this,
Snapping the fingers.
giving me shit. Tell me I'm an asshole.
Yeah. What about the clapping in between like every word?
Yes.
You hear that one
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
too.
I love it. Anyways, this episode was fire, dude. And it sucks because it was on California's account.
Yeah. Sorry, California. And
Yeah.
sorry, all Californians. But
Yeah.
come on, if you really put your pride aside and think about it for a second, Californians are assholes. We all know it. Get over yourself and the pride and accept it.
No, don't get over yourself and your pride. Get through your entitlement.
Yeah.
Fucking get up off the couch and get a job, dude. Stop fucking stealing Fritos from my fucking pantry.
No, but really though, I mean, you ask anybody from out of state, everyone thinks Californians are assholes. Nobody wants us to leave. And move over there. They call us transplants.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're like, oh, you're from California.
Yeah. Don't bring that shit
Yeah.
here.
You can't like tell anybody. You know, if you move out of state or you visit somewhere else, you gotta like hush hush.
Yeah, you don't want them to know.
Yeah. Like you don't want your tires slashed.
Right?
Just all those damn Californians. Get them out of here.
We're gonna blow up that California's mailbox, tell you what.
Yeah.
That goddamn son of a bitch.
No, it's everywhere though. Like even, I don't know, Colorado.
Yeah.
They, you know, you get hate notes and shit.
Well, it's, you know what? Here's the thing. It's like New Yorkers are stuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Floridians are just crazy.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
super crazy.
Uh-huh.
Texans are super proud.
Mm-hmm.
And Washington people are super liberal. And then California, assholes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly how everybody explains it.
Really? Like each state has their thing.
Yeah.
And we just got stuck with being assholes.
We sure did. We got fucked.
Yeah.
It sucks, man. I promise you, I'm going to work on saying ma'am and sir and being more respectful too.
Right.
I promise.
You say ma'am in California, though, she's going to like smack you one and be like,
oh,
you
well,
think
that's
I'm
true
fucking
too. You could
old?"
offend them.
Yeah.
They get offended by everything.
Uh-huh. No,
You
don't
fucking
get
bigot.
Called ma'am. Not
Don't
in
call me
California.
ma'am. The name is fucking Karen.
Right.
The
Or
name
like,
the name is California Karen.
not even just that, but I think Californians associate ma'am with being old
Mhm.
instead of respect. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, you think I'm fucking old? I'm not that old. You're calling me ma'am.
I guess that's true too, because California is the mainland of the cougar.
Right. The home of the Botox.
Orange County is the capital of Cougarville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Temecula, Single Wives Club. I cannot believe they haven't come out with a BBC show of that was funny. I can't believe they haven't come out with like a BBC show of like Desperate Housewives of Temecula.
No, you mean the Real Housewives.
Oh yeah, Real Housewives.
Well, they have Orange County. But yeah, I think, Temecula. Come on.
Riverside County.
We need it.
We do need it because they're crazy bitches. I'll tell you, you'll get some good comedy out of it.
Dude, Real Housewives of Riverside. I would watch that shit for sure.
Yeah, I think
That'd be wild.
Hey, you don't need a storyboard for that.
No, you don't.
Nope. Well, I had fun on the episode today. I think I'm going to do my finishing thoughts. What do you think?
Oh, go right to it.
All right. I love you.
Love you too. Thanks for having me on.
Hey,
again.
anytime. Anytime. Maybe I'll bring you by one more time.
One more time. In our practice run, he called me his co-host. I just wanted to put that out there in case you were trying to skip on by that for this run.
Well, this run was a lock. We're putting this one live. So anyways, okay. So finishing thoughts. Listen, I'm going to get serious right now for real. Okay. Dude, I've had a lot of anxiety lately. Like, I can't even explain it. Like right before this show, I had such a bad anxiety attack that I thought I was having a stroke. Like I literally I was downstairs taking my blood pressure before I came up here and do this show. And obviously I came up here and nailed down a fucking perfect show. I mean, it was hard, but we did it. Anxiety is a real thing. And I never knew it was until recently, like I always looked at people and I never understood what anxiety was. And I'm telling you, it's debilitating. And, when people go through anxiety and you wonder like, how the hell did that person commit suicide? They had such a good life. Well, if you don't understand anxiety, then you need to read up on it because I'm telling you, it's one of the most intense feelings that I've ever felt in my entire life. And I hate it. I hate it to death. I guess where I'm going with this is I just want to say thank you to everybody who listens to this show and thank you to all the people that follow. It's not a lot right now. I get it. But I know at some point this show is going to be successful. I know it. We're going to have a big following. But I'm going to tell them thank you too. But I'm telling you thank you now because you guys are day ones and you guys have helped me through some really fucking hard times. And I'm being dead serious. Like it's been pretty painful going through some of the anxiety that I've gone through. I don't know where it stems from. it just popped up one day and it was there and it was alive and kicking, and it is worse than it's ever been. And I'm trying to work through it, and I'm trying to do this podcast to get me through it. And during the time that I'm doing this podcast is probably the only time throughout the entire day that I'm calm and that my brain is to it and that I'm thinking straight and that I'm good. And so for that, I just want to say thank you to everybody who listens, and thank you to Apple and Spotify and Anchor and everybody who lets my podcast be up there and hasn't banned it yet. And that's really what my finishing thoughts are about. And I'm sorry for getting kind of deep right now, but I really did have a pretty bad anxiety attack before this episode. And I just want to tell you all that I love you and I appreciate you. And thank you for helping me get through some tough times. And on that, just remember, if you see somebody and they look like me, just tell them that you love them. Tell them that you love them. Tell them, hey, man, I love you. Hey, dude, I love you. Ma'am, sir, I love you. Give them a hug, shake their hand. Make them feel good for just 10 seconds. And then look them in the face and tell them, go fuck yourself.